I was recently invited onto a podcast called Pitchmasters, hosted by a fab chap with the most amazing hair called Danny. A previous guest was Simon Sinek, who, if you don't know, please Google him, is the master of the story of why. Basically, one of the main principles behind what I do as a business storyteller. The idea that people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Anyway, I digress. Why am I telling you this? Well, it shouldn't matter that I was being invited onto the same platform as this incredibly well-known leader whose TED Talk has been viewed 5 gazillion times. But it did, and I was pooing myself. Till I started talking. Hello, I'm Hilary Solzman, and this is the Everyday Storyteller, a podcast for women with something to say and absolutely no intimidating guests. Of course, when the email from Danny dropped into my inbox inviting me onto his podcast, my immediate thought, obviously, was, hang on a minute, he must have the wrong person. Was he drunk when he sent it? Maybe he felt obliged. Both our podcasts had been featured on the same page in Pod Bible magazine, hence the connection. But then it dawned on me, as he chased me for a date to chat, what if he actually wants to hear what I have to say? Maybe, just maybe, he thinks I might add value to his audience. And maybe, I thought, just maybe I do. Because that's the thing. Being an expert at something isn't about how big your audience is, how many YouTube hits you've got, how many best-selling novels with your name on the shelves in Waterstones. For me, and maybe you, it's enough to know that being an expert is about making a difference to the one person who, in that moment, needs it the most. So that's how I approach my guest slot. I imagined one person listening to the show feeling better about their voice, more confident about learning how to share their stories after listening to what I had to say. And for me, that was all that mattered. It meant that I felt a lot less nervous, but it also meant I felt free. Free to talk passionately about what I know works for others, sharing my experiences because I know that one listener will quite probably have gone through similar to me. I was strong and vulnerable all at once. Now, I'm not some swanky Hollywood-esque business guru hitting the speaking circuits. But my one listener doesn't need me to be. They just needed me to be me. And so I was. Danny was too. And what resulted was an incredibly fun, natural chat that covered everything from imposter syndrome to robots. The buzz I got from this show was incredible. So here's my words of wisdom for today. If you are asked to do something, maybe you're invited onto a podcast yourself, an Instagram live, or even to speak in person at an event. Know that it's because you have something of interest that matters to somebody else. Even if that's just one person, you have the potential to change their world. You're not being asked to catch you out, to make a show of you or make you look silly. You have something and someone else wants in. So go for it. You won't regret it. P.S. If any of you lovely listeners out there want a chatty expert at your event, workshop, shindig who won't shut up about storytelling, hit me up. I really do love to talk. Thanks.